what I've accomplished in the 3 years that we've been in this business, I don't think I would have done half what I've done had I not spent the time focused on learning, growing, developing myself and my business. Investing in your own personal professional growth is an absolute must. I think it's so critical that I make sure that my team attends one personal and professional development conference, seminar, something off-site a year on the company, because I want, as much as I want that for me, I want that for them too. It's that critical. I think looking back on what I've accomplished in the 3 years that we've been in this business, I don't think I would have done half what I've done had I not spent the time focused on learning, growing, developing myself and my business. So it's an absolute must. I mean, if you're content, then no, it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's plenty of people who don't think they have anything to learn. I don't know how that's even possible, but plenty of people feel that way, and they're like, no, but what am I gonna learn that I don't already know? What's he gonna teach me that I don't already know? Well, if you go into an event, or if you go into a book or a piece of audio with that mindset, of course you're not going to learn anything because you already think you know everything. But if you go into something open-minded and looking for opportunities to learn and grow, you're going to find them.
So we're on site at Real Estate Ignite, a biggest real estate investment conference of the year in Vegas. And yesterday there was a breakout session in the morning here that I attended where we were able to learn about systems, scaling, key performance indicators, stuff like that. Nothing sexy, but stuff that I already thought we were doing really well in our business. And in that one breakout session, in that 1.5 hour long session before lunch, I had learned something that I can now take back, an action item I can implement in my business when we get back. That's going to change the way we do, in this particular case, postmortems on projects. But dollars-wise, the impact, I'm not certain quite how much it'll be, but I know it'll pay for this trip 10 times over. And the beauty of it is, not only do we have the action item, we were actually given the tool at the end of the breakout session to implement that item.
Audiobooks and the podcasts were great. That's where I would say I started, and just trying to consume as much of that as I could, and starting early on, like reading things like The E-Myth and Think and Grow Rich and The Alchemist. Like, those books were great for, like, from a mindset standpoint, to kind of shift how you look at business, how you look at life. Podcasts do a lot of the same, but more like tactical stuff, I think, if you listen to the right ones.
My goal is to scale this thing into a $50 million company. So I want to be a fully integrated real estate investment company. We already find, fund, fix, and flip deals. We are doing our first wholesale, probably another one in the pipeline. DaSilva Supply Company is small. It's just something I use for our business and kind of side hustling with some of my other builder buddies. We are building out an online brand too, positioning ourselves as an authority, trying to build social currency, so I can start helping other guys do what we're doing here in their markets. I think there's opportunities, not everywhere, but in certain places, and I think if you show people that it can be systematized, it can be scalable, I think there's opportunity out there. So I'm doing a lot of different things, wearing a lot of different hats. It's just my personality type. I don't suggest that for everybody, but for me, that's what works, and that's the fastest path to the dollar, I think, is building that six-legged stool, right, and getting those different revenue streams coming in. Don't just be a one-trick pony. Have your bread and butter, do those ad levels, but wholesale, do some new construction, do a custom build, sell bathtubs.
The idea is to take it even up a notch and get a mentor who'll serve as an accountability partner and kind of force you to do the things that you say you're going to do, and not an accountability partner in the sense that you have a buddy and like you guys are like, yeah, I'll call you on Monday morning and we'll talk about what we did last week and where we're at, and then like neither one calls the other because neither one did what they were supposed to do. I'm talking about actually paying someone to hold you accountable, paying someone to make sure that you're doing the things you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do them. So that's where I think it makes sense to go next. But it's really about everything. It's about doing all of those things in parallel and just growing professionally and personally year after year. So that's where I see the value in investing in yourself. Try and distill whatever it is that you read, learn, into action items, bulleted action items that you can go back into your life or business and implement. Because if not, what's the point